tucked away in the Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution and mother of some of the most electric crowds in all of college football when they come out to support the Dukes. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, a crew looking to make a statement, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Dukes will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the air on second down. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
The give from the gun. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
They'll leave it with him. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Handoff to the lone back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Making side adjustments here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. On target to the left. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
So the big gain. Not brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the big fella. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I'll tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing the turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Right on the money. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Here's the pressure. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sanchez. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Running back searching for a hole. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dukes.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Might be changing the route. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. So now it's second and long. Trying play action. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Got his man.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Under fire, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Now this offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Handoff to the lone back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. Throws to the back. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
It's now 2nd down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. The give to the big fullback. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Leaves it with the running back. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. The give to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Off the play fake. Starts to scramble to the left. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. They'll run it here on third and goal. Rambles into the end zone for a touchdown. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football.
Dropping back, it's Barnett. Finds his man, it's Sanchez. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Sanchez. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Oh, and those are those where you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. And now this offense will take the field again. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Under fire. That's reeled in. It's Williams. At the 40, there he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to get the edge on the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
You just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the ball comes to rest right there.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
Back to throw, it's Barnett. Got room to work. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeforth Stadium.
We're all locked up here in the 3rd quarter as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The Dukes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak. Got enough for the 1st.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Caught over the middle. It's Pfeiffer. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Makes a man miss. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Barnett. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. You just got to make the catch.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And the Dukes decide to punt it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. They'll go back to work on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Worthy. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on 2nd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that was good defense again. And unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you could spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And here comes the punt team. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Dukes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Barnett. It falls incomplete, and we'll change into the field to get things started back up. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. They had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Defense dropping into soft coverage. He'll try to do it himself. At the 45 on his way. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Dukes are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Sanchez. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Dukes can really attack on this second and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Ellis. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on third down would make it easier. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He might want another play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about.
There he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. They'll line up for a second down play. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start.
False start on offense.
Not much of a decision to make. There's the defense will move him back. Line getting set on second down. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
You want to... Jet sweep and be successful. Get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
Quarterback making checks. It's 3rd and long. Let's see if he's got enough juice in that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So they couldn't get it done on 3rd down. Now they'll line up in punt formation. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Looking for space. It's Knight. Still on his feet at the 45. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
The Dukes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Makes the grab on the left. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. From the gun. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt. And with just over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. The home team is just destroying the competition today, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The away team has done nothing to stop this offense. This is ugly today.
Zings it complete to the right.
They're up by 35 over Troy. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quickly to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
At the 38-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Worthy. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to go up top on first down. Hauls it in. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The clock is really putting the pressure on this offense. Hustling to the line, desperate to get a few more yards. He wants to change this route. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Dances away. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll go to the air. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And with that incompletion, I know my head says, yeah, I want to go for this, and I want to go get the dub. But I think the smart thing to do is kick the field goal, go into overtime, prove to the better team in overtime, and resist that temptation that you want to go out and win it right now.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Snatched it right out of the air and waltzed his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
I know it hasn't always been pretty for this guy throughout the course of the game, but David, he has shown Tremendous mental toughness. He just keeps going back on the field, and he keeps taking his shots. He looked really good on that last drive throwing the football, and now gives his team the lead.
And he has struggled. That's his first passing touchdown. But in the moment when his team needed it the most, in a 2-minute drill when it's the hardest, he puts it together, goes down the field, and takes the lead for his football team.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. They bring him down. A last gasp effort on that return comes up empty, and that's going to do it for this one. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.